This conference will now be recorded.
So thanks for joining this session of SAP S/4HANA Project System and Investment Management online trainings. And here in this batch, I'll cover all best practices scenarios of SAP Project System and Investment Management. And here in explaining, I'll take industrial real-time business cases. First of all, I'll explain the requirement from the business side and how you can manage to implement. Then we'll understand how we can execute the different transactions system, and then further how you can configure the system. So this will be a sequence. First we'll go for a particular business case, we'll understand the requirement, and then we'll go for transaction execution and further how you can manage it to configure it. Okay, so here I'll explain all the configuration. We will provide you customized study material which will have standard books and assignments and mock test. All the session will be recorded, and then this recorded session will be kept on SAP on MyBandhu system, and you can access it through app and web. Okay, so both the options you will get. You can download our app through this link. However, the same link I'll send it through WhatsApp also. Okay. And here, if you are facing any issue, you can contact us on this email ID training@mybandhu.com. You can directly call to this phone number. This is India phone number and this is the UAE phone number. Okay, so if you are facing any issue to access the system, or if you need any clarification further, you can contact to these phone numbers. Okay, so here my agenda is to explain the capabilities of project system. But prior to understand the capability of project system, we need to understand the concept of EPPM, Enterprise Portfolio Project Management. So agenda is to explain the project type in SAP, then further concept of EPPM, Enterprise Portfolio and Project Management overview, then portfolio, program and project, and then we'll take one business case, and then we'll understand what is a project. Okay, and then how to access SAP project system and investment management through GUI, graphical user interface, and through Fury. Okay, so some of participants are new in this batch. Okay, so before starting all these topics, I would like to just explain the concept of EPPM. Okay, and concept of SAP. Even before that, concept of SAP and what is the ERP, how SAP works, and then what is the meaning of different modules in SAP, and then why we are looking to understand this particular area. So all these things I'll explain. I'll not take much time, only 10-15 minutes I'll cover it, and then we'll go for all these topics further. So here SAP, basically it's a software which is working based on ERP concept. ERP means enterprise resource planning. Okay, so enterprise resource planning means whatever the resources you are having within the organization, how you can plan efficiently all resources in your organization. Okay, so let's say this is your organization. If I'm saying, let's say this is your organization, and within this organization, whatever the resources you are having, let's say what resources you can have material. Okay, you can have manpower, you can have money. Okay, so how you can efficiently use all the resources in your organization? Here we can use concept of ERP, enterprise resource planning of all resources in your enterprise efficiently. Okay, so here SAP is working on the concept of ERP. Okay, so let us understand it. Let's say if you are not using any ERP, so how generally transactions happen in any organization? Okay, so for example, if I'm saying, let's say it's a construction company. Okay, this is a construction company, or you can say real estate plus construction company. Okay, so how this company will work generally, this company will have different department. Okay, let's say this is a project department. Okay, and this is a finance department. This is a marketing department, and this is a sales department. Okay, so I'm just taking all these department. Apart from that, I'll say one more department, that is called procurement or material management department. Okay, here I'll say procurement and material management. So how, let's say if you are not using any ERP, if you are not using any system, okay, in that case, how you will manage your day-to-day transaction in your organization between all these departments. Okay, if you see in the government organization, which they are not having any system, so generally they used to have a files. Okay, they used to have hard files where they are keeping all the details of transaction and then sending it to the another department. Okay, for example, this construction company is looking, they are planning to let's say if they want to construct one residential building and further they want to sell their flats to their customer. Okay, so this is their agenda, for example. So in that case, this marketing department will do the marketing in the market. Okay, they will come to, they will approach to the customer and then they will sell the product. Okay, and as and when required, as per the organization requirement, project department, this department will construct the project. Okay, and when any flats will be sold out, in that case the sales department will manage all the transaction between this construction company, organization and customer. And if you need to buy anything from outside, let's say if you want to buy any services or material, this procurement and material management department will manage all these transactions. Okay, so let's say, for example, this project department is executing one project. They are constructing one residential building in Noida, for example. Okay, so in that case, this department need some material. Let's say they need steel, they need bricks, they need cements. So to buy all these stuff, they will request to the procurement department. Okay, they will ask to the procurement department to procure all these materials and services for them so that they can execute the project. So what they will do, they will prepare a note. For example, if they are not using any system, in that case, in a hard file, they will prepare all the requirement and they will send it to this department manually. Okay, so once this complete file is coming to the procurement and material management department, they will analyze it. Okay, they will do the market analysis. They will check where they can find the best and cheap material or labors, and then they will create one contract between the vendor and organization and will deliver it to the project. So whatever the material and labors they are buying from the market, from the vendor or contractor, they will deploy here on the project. So what happens exactly? This is the transactions happen. They prepared one note. This note was sent to the procurement and material management department, and then material procurement and material management department, they have analyzed in the market, they checked in the market, and then finally they create one contract between vendor is a third party. Okay, and then in between of that they are having contract, and then this vendor will deliver material to the project site. So here everywhere transactions are happening. So if you are not using any system, what is happening? You are sending the hard file from here to here, then here to here, then again when this material is going to deliver to the project, again it is punching, it has to be tracked in the hard files. Okay, so what is the issue here? Whatever the transactions happening here, only the person who's having the files, they know that this is the transaction is happening. However, other people doesn't know. Let's say management is looking here, what is the material which is delivered on site today? Let's say instantly, just I need within 10 minutes or half an hour. So in that case, this management need to request to the department to send a report. So it will take a whole day. It will not be easy to just summarize all the transaction and send it to the management immediately for analysis, right? So let's say if vendor is delivered any material to the project, so he will ask for the money also. We need to pay the amount to the vendor. So what is the amount is paid by finance department to the vendor? Okay, so let's say if we need this report, so it's even not possible in a quick period. Okay, because everywhere it is going isolated. It is not exactly it is not going to visible to everyone who is responsible to see that. Okay, so in that case it is very difficult to manage large business organizations transactions. Okay, or let's say medium skills also. So in that case, any ERP, I'm saying any ERP, especially SAP is the best, but any ERP will help you in this case to manage all these transactions. So what is happening here? Whenever you are doing any transactions, let's say when you are creating any note here to procure any material, in system itself you will create a note, and then system itself you will send it to the procurement department. And when this procurement and material management department is finalizing the contract with the vendor or contractor, in that case this contract also will be maintained in the system. So everything will be in the system. So whenever you need any transaction detail, any report, so this will be a just matter of click. Okay, you can have a such procedure where just by clicking you can get a complete report. What is the transactions happened, what are the details, what is the material reached to the site, what is the payment has to happen, has been done to the vendor, what is the cash flow in coming 1 month or 1 year. Okay, so all these details you can manage in the system. So this here ERP is helping us, enterprise resource planning, and SAP is the software which is having largest stake in the market, which is the best ERP, okay, for medium and large scale organizations here. So if you see in this figure, in here we are having project department, we are having finance department, we are having sales department, we are having marketing department. In SAP also, these all individual department you can consider as a modules. Okay, so project is a project module, finance is a finance module, sales is a sales module, procurement material management is a material management module, marketing is a CRM, customer relationship management module. So likewise we are having more than 60 or 70 modules available in SAP. Okay, so as per our profile we can decide which module is best for us. So here in SAP, let's say project. If you want to go for the project, this is a separate module called project system module. Okay, similarly for the finance, we are having finance and controlling. Similarly for sales, we are having sales and distribution. So each department primarily you can consider it's a separate module. So whatever the relevant transactions will be there for that department, that will be executed in that module in SAP. Okay, for example, if you want to pay any amount to the vendor, or if you want to take any amount from the customer, so this credit or debit entries will happen in your sheet, right? So this will be done by the finance department. Here also in SAP, that FICO, finance and controlling module, will help us to manage all these kind of transactions. Similarly, if you want to sell any product or services, in that case in sales modules you can create a contract between customer and the organization, and you need to execute the transactions, and then whatever the credit and debit entries are happening, that will be managed by the finance, but your movement of service or material will be managed here in the sales. So this is just one example. Okay, apart from that we are having other benefits of SAP also. Okay, so here in this batch we are going to concentrate on project. As per your profile, you can decide that which module is best for you to take it forward for your future. Okay, for example, if you are having finance background, let's say if you have worked as an accountant, or if you are a CA, in that case you can choose a finance. Okay, FICO. If you are in sales, let's say if you are having any prior experience in the sales, in that case you can select a sales. Similarly, if you are having prior experience in the project, like project management, and you understand well that how project used to work, in that case you can go for project system and investment management. Okay, however, it's not always mandatory that you cannot do project system. If you are a finance guy, or if you are an engineer, you cannot go for finance, you can go. It is completely depend on your interest also, okay, and your understanding of the system. So here in SAP, we are having two different career path to go forward. First is a technical, another is a functional. Okay, so technical, basically it is the line where the person has to do the coding, or person has to manage the servers and all. Okay, so if I'm quickly explaining this, just a second. So what is the career path exactly? You can have technical and functional. Okay, so technical, functional. So in technical, again, you can have programming, that is a web programming primarily, I'm saying. But apart from that, you should have other areas also like UI5, WebDin Pro, and another is a basis side. Okay, and functional is a different module, functional consultant. Okay, so here how it will work: technical. So basis person is basically they are responsible to manage the servers, SAP servers. Okay, and then ABAPer will do the programmer, and functional will understand the business requirement and will implement the system for clients. Okay, we'll go in more detail to understand this area, but just to understand initial that what is a technical and functional, you need to understand here the functional is uh, more tend to understand the business requirement, and then how we can configure the system as per the business requirement. Okay, so they will be the face in front of business, but these people basis and ABAPer, they will be in the back end. Okay, they will manage, they will do the programming, or they will manage the servers as per the requirement of business, which will be communicated by the function consultant. So function consultant is always front end job. Okay, so they will directly interact with the business, they will understand the requirement, they will propose the solution, they will have the demos, okay, and they will provide the trainings, they will change the system. Okay, all these things will be done by the functional consultant. So this training is concentrating on functional consultant jobs. Okay, so here the function consultant need to understand the business process first, and then how we can execute the transactions, and how we can configure the system in a standard system. Wherever we need to change the standard system, in that case we need to take a help of a webper programmer, so that they can change it, they can do the programming, and they can change the system. Okay, so this will work like this. So here this training is fully concentrating on project system and investment management. You can say the project department, the transactions which we are going to execute, that will be managed in the project system and investment management. Clear? Any question here, please? Okay, so basically when we are going to start any project, okay, we need to understand why we are executing this project. Okay, so here why we are executing this project and how we can execute this project. Okay, for that SAP has given a different modules. Okay, so here SAP is came up with the concept of enterprise asset management, EPPM, enterprise enterprise portfolio project management. Enterprise portfolio project management, and EM is basically for enterprise asset management, that is a separate one. Okay, so I'll mention it here also, so that you will not have any confusion. So here I have explained that you are having a separate department in your organization which are responsible to execute the transaction in that area. For example, project is responsible to execute project relevant transactions. Okay, how the project will be created, then what will be the planning for the project, how need to be executed, all these things will be managed in project. But even before starting the project, you need to understand why this project need to be executed. So SAP has elaborated, they have detailed it out, this concept of project to another module like portfolio project management. So basically, when you are executing any project, why you are executing? This is as per the organization need, as per their portfolio. Okay, so SAP has given us separate modules to manage your portfolio. That is called portfolio project management. So here in EPPM, we are having module called PPM. That is a portfolio project management. That is one module. And once you have finalized, yes, this is my project which I am going to execute as per my portfolio requirement, then further this will be managed in project system. I am saying project system and investment management. So these are the two modules, but I am writing here in one because it is very integrated here. And there is one more module. Let's say if you want to manage a risk, if you want to manage issue and change management, if you want to go in more detail of your project, you need to go for CPM. CPM generally you need to implement where you are delivering any services or product to your customer. Okay, but it is not always true. But yes, maximum functionality will be used for the project which you are delivering to your customers. We'll understand in upcoming slides this concept. So here, enterprise portfolio project management, it is having three different modules called PPM, PS, project system, and investment management, and then there is a commercial project management. Apart from that, there is one more module called EPC. Okay, here I'm not mentioning it. Basically, EPC, that is an enterprise project connector, we are using to integrate with Primavera or MSP. You will understand in later stage that what is a Primavera, what is MSP and all. So here in SAP EPPM, majorly these are the modules: portfolio project management, which is being used to manage your portfolio. As per portfolio, what is the project need to be executed, that is going to be managed here in the project system. And the project which you are delivering to your customer, let's say if you are delivering product or services, in that case you will use the CPM. So these are the three major modules which comes under the EPPM. So when I'm saying I'm an EPPM consultant, it means I should know all these modules very well. Okay, or I need to be specifically that I am the PPM consultant, I am the PSIM consultant, I am CPM consultant. So this training is concentrating on PS and IM only. Okay, this training, if you are going for the certification for this area, we are having 4 books in S4HANA. Okay, previously we used to have 6 books, but in PSIM we are having 4 books as of now. Okay, so in S4HANA latest version 2020, all the books we will provide you all the study materials to go for this certification. Clear? Any question, please? Okay, so let me come back here again. I was here in agenda slide. Okay, and then I supposed to move to the next slide. 1 second. So I'm here. This is agenda, and then further, as I have already explained the concept of EPPM, Enterprise Portfolio Project Management in S4HANA. This is a version of SAP S4HANA. So here you can see this is a SAP Portfolio Project Management, and this is a commercial project management, and this is the project system. Okay, and there is one more module called SAP EPC, Enterprise Project Connection, which is being used for Primavera and MSP integration. Okay, so portfolio project management, which is having 2 sub module called project management and portfolio management. You can see portfolio and project. Commercial project management is here and project system is here. So our concentration, our main focus will be project system here. Yeah, this is the journey SAP S4HANA evolution for utilities, you can say, or any kind of organization, you can say how the SAP was evaluated. Okay, so it has started in 1972, and then slowly it went to 1992. Then it was RY3 system, and from 2015 onwards we are having S4 HANA system, and currently we are having 2020. Okay, so S4 HANA 2020 modules. So here I'll go in more detail in upcoming session, but this is just to understand that how the journey was started, and then till now in 2020 we are having latest version of S4 HANA system. So I'll explain what is the concept of ECC, what is the concept of ERP, okay, and my ERP, my SAP, all these things I will explain in later stage. One second. Yes. So going forward, before understanding that what is project system, what is portfolio project management, what is the commercial project management, all these modules, we need to understand the types of project in SAP. Okay, so when we are going to understand, when we are going to implement any SAP system, SAP project system, okay, in that case we need to understand the type of project first. So let us understand what is the type of projects we are having in SAP. First is the internally financed project, and second is the externally financed project. Let us understand internally financed project. Let's say we are the construction company, ABC Construction Company, and we need to construct one head office in Mumbai location for us. So this is internally financed project. We need to finance this project internally. We need to spend the amount to construct this head office for us, right? And this is an investment project, because we are doing investment for ourselves. Let's say individually, if you are planning to construct your own house, so in that case it has to be financed by yourself only, right? So in that case it's an investment project, and it is an internally financed project. Similarly, we are having externally financed project, which has to be financed externally by any customer. For example, if I am asking you to construct my house, okay, so you are a contractor and you are constructing for me, and you will be paid for it. So it means it's externally financed, and or you can say it's a revenue project. Okay, so here internally financed project and externally financed project, that both cycle has to be treated separately in SAP project system. Okay. Further, to understand internally financed project, this can be an investment project, or this can be a cost project or overhead project. For example, let's say if you are constructing your house, that is fine. This is the investment. You are doing investment, and in future the total value will be increased, okay, in later stage. And let's say if I'm constructing house, and then I just want to foresee within a 10 years what will be the benefit of it. So you can calculate as per your living standard how much you are paying as a rent, and then within 10 years how much you are paying. Accordingly, how much is the interest, if you are getting the interest on the paid rent amount, okay, then you will come to know exactly what is your ROI, return on investment. So generally in investment project, we used to calculate ROI to understand the benefit of the project, okay, the profit of the project. So this is an investment project, and another is the overhead project. For example, let's say if you are managing, if you are doing the arrangement of your marriage, okay, right? So in that case, it will be a completely overhead. So whatever the expenses you are doing, that will not be invested. Okay, that amount will not be written back to you. Okay, so here this is a cost project. Or let's say in organization, if you are having an R&D project, okay, so in that case, it is not sure whether you will get any final product from this R&D project or not. It's just R&D, okay, and if it is going well, then you will get the response, you will get a result. Otherwise, this may be fail also. So you can say this is a cost project or overhead project. Sometimes you can see, let's say some companies when they are constructing roads, okay, so as per the government norms, they have to do the plantation in both the side of roads. So basically, these companies are charging for road construction, but for plantation, this is separate. Okay, this will become an overhead. This is just example. We are having some benefits of overhead projects also. This is giving us a brand value. It is increasing our brand value sometimes, or it is having long term relationship benefits. Lots of other benefits are also available in that case. So here, investment project that initially causes cost and that may only generate revenue or provide other benefits after certain time period. You will not get it immediately, but yes, after certain period you will have the benefits. Here, no customer, no initial revenue. Periodic capitalization to AUC. We'll understand what is the meaning of capitalization. AUC is asset under construction. Final capitalization to asset. Acquisition of fixed asset, investment, research and development. So these are some of example here. And when we are going for overhead cost project, so these are the project which doesn't have any revenue, actual cost transfer to expense. So whatever cost is there, this will go directly to the expense accounted. No customer, no initial revenue. Capitalization to cost center. Okay, and like R&D project, you can implement this kind of project in PS, CO. PS is project system, CO is controlling, PPM is project management, and CPM is commercial project management. So externally friends project is customer project. Okay, or you can say revenue project. You should have customer who will pay for it, right? So here you will have project executed as per customer requirement, and then strategy to execute project to achieve organization goal. You will have customer, you will have revenue, capitalization to product or project. So one of example, engineering, construction and operation, or make to order project. Here you can say the best example is your engineering, construction and operation. You are the contractor and you are constructing a building for your customers. Okay, so these are the scenarios here. uh, Project type, we are having two project type, internally and externally finance. Further, it is investment project, overhead cost project, and customer project. So in this training, we will cover all the scenarios. We'll start from investment project, then we'll understand the overhead cost project, and then further we'll understand customer project. One second. So here for the project program and portfolio. Okay, what is a program, what is a project, and what is the, okay, so let us understand here. So portfolio, basically it's a group of program and projects. Okay, portfolio is a group of program and project. For example, this Godrej property. Okay, Godrej properties, real estate. This is one portfolio. Okay, Godrej electronics. This is another portfolio. Okay, so Godrej portfolio, which is having multiple programs and projects within it. So program, again, programs is a group of similar project. If you see this commercial project, okay, commercial project which is having similar kind of projects within it. Similarly, residential project which is having similar kind of projects within it. For example, if it is a commercial project, so malls, retail streets, everything will come within commercial project. And residential project, it can have a township, it can have individual buildings, residential buildings within it. So here it's a bunch of, it's a group of similar type of project. So here program is having similar kind of project and portfolio is having programs and projects. So finally, to achieve the goal of your portfolio, you need to execute the project. One second further. Any question, please? I want to hear some question. If you have anything, please.
Hi, Rama, Tanmay this side.
Yeah, yeah, Tanmay.
Yes. Rama, just I have one quick question here. You
Yeah,
mentioned about the portfolio project management, right?
yeah.
So, isn't it other way of saying that if we are, let's say there is a project where we are doing PS Okay. And project portfolio management also is something that automatically comes into the picture.
Yes.
Can we say that?
Yes. See,
Okay.
whenever you are doing any investment, okay, for example, you just want to construct your house. This is your thought, okay, that let's
Correct.
construct your house, and
Hmm.
you have decided some location, okay. So first of all, you need to optimize your idea. You need to understand what is the beneficial way. It is good to go with the rent, or you want to go with the construction of your own house, or you want to buy a already ready to move house. So all kind of scenarios you need to understand, and which is the best for you, you need to finalize that one. So this optimization has to be managed within a portfolio project management. Okay, so let's say you
Okay.
have created a proposal or an idea that you can create in portfolio project management, and then you will analyze it, you will optimize which one is the best option. Then let's say you decided to go for the construction. So that idea or proposal which you have created in portfolio project management, that will be transferred to project system as a project, and further it will go for the execution.
All right. Okay.
Clear?
Thank you. Thank you.
So here I'll explain here why we need investment project. I've taken one business case here, investment project business case. Okay, so let's say there is one company, Godrej Group. Okay, so this is a group of companies. Godrej Group is a group of companies which is having different companies within it. So Godrej Infotech is a one legal company, Godrej Properties is another legal company, Godrej Consumer Product is another company. So you can see these are the different portfolios. This is a IT portfolio, this is a real estate portfolio, this is a FMCG portfolio, right? So whenever any companies used to be formed, any organization is formed, they used to have a vision and mission of the organization. Okay. So to achieve that vision or mission of the organization, they need to do some activities. They need to execute some tasks. Okay. It is just like whenever any government is formed, let's say even before formed, when they are going in election, they are having their complete vision and mission. They are coming with some ideas. Okay, they are coming with some proposal that if we are going to win this election, we are going to implement all these things in our period, in 5 years of period. Okay, so that is basically vision and mission of the these parties. And then to achieve these all vision and mission, the things which they have mentioned in that the document, they need to execute some project. For example, if I'm saying if we are winning this election, we will construct a road from Delhi to Agra. Okay, if we are winning this election, okay, we'll construct houses for the poor people. Okay, so these are our vision and mission in a document. And if we are winning, then we are going to work on these all individual tasks. Okay, so basically this individual project which you are going to execute, that is supporting, that is going to directly or indirectly support the vision or mission of the organization. So if I'm taking example of this Godrej Properties, when this organization is formed, they have decided to have one vision and mission. Okay, so what they are saying, we aspire to be among the nation's top 3 real estate companies. So they want to be in top 3 real estate companies in India. While continuing to be the most trusted name in the industry, we shall deliver superior value to all the stakeholders through extraordinary and imaginative spaces created out of deep customer focus and insight. So customer satisfaction, if I see some of words here, uh, within a top 3 real estate company, and if I'm saying that customer satisfaction, okay, with the best quality. So customer satisfaction will come after the quality only, not directly, not just giving. So some parameters you need to follow. Okay, whatever you have committed in the document, you are delivering to the customer. You are delivering with quality. You are delivering on time. Okay, you are responding on time to your customer. So these are the things which you need to manage, which you need to take care. And if you are following all these rules, then definitely you will achieve vision and mission of the organization. So what is happening here, to manage, to achieve vision and mission of the organization, Organization used to have, that is a strategies, organization strategies. So here in between of any project or any this vision and mission, we should have here organization strategies. So strategy is nothing, it's just rule which has to be followed to execute your project to achieve vision and mission of the organization. Okay. So when you are going to start any project, okay, even before starting the project, you need to optimize, you need to understand it, that whether it is fitting as per my organization need or not. Let's say I'm the Godrej property organization and somebody is coming with to us that yes, implement SAP for us. So what is our business line? Our business line is a real estate, and these people are asking us to implement SAP. We don't have this expertise with us. Okay, so straight away we will deny. So apart from expertise, we are having another things here. We are working for this vision and mission. Will not go away from this vision and mission. Okay, we cannot think of IT, we cannot think of FMCG, we cannot think of anything. We are completely focusing on these lines. Okay, so in that case, we have to execute projects which are helping us to achieve this. So it means how we will achieve it by executing real estate project, by executing construction project, by executing residential or commercial project, not infrastructure project. Okay, so here to achieve it, we are creating one proposal, and when we are going to create a proposal, then it will go for, it will have some proposal phases. For example, let's say analysis, you need to analyze it, you need to check the feasibility. If it is if it is feasible to execute, then you will go for approval or rejection. So let's say if your proposal is approved, then it will go to project execution. So here project will have some phases, let's say initiation, planning, execution, and handover. Sorry. So here in SAP EPPM system, I'm talking about complete EPPM. This portion comes within portfolio project management, and this portion comes within project system. This is a PPM, portfolio project management. Okay, so how PPM is helping us? It is helping us to optimize, to understand the best suitable project for us, and then once it is approved, then we are going to execute our project in project system. We are going to manage our project in project system. Okay. Here I have taken one customer project business case. Okay, do you have any question from the previous slide, please? Anyone? Okay.
So Rama, just to encapsulate it, so PS can be considered under the umbrella of portfolio project management, right?
Not exactly, but yes, it is a vertical. Okay, you can say whenever you are starting any project, let's say if PPM will be in the picture, first you need to start from PPM, and then it will go to the project system. Yes.
That's exactly what my point is. See,
Yeah.
portfolio, as you mentioned, that under one portfolio there will be various programs, right? And under
Yeah.
one program there can be various projects. So ultimately, if you just
In
see
that
where
sense,
did
in that
Mhm.
sense you can say. In that sense you can say,
Correct.
because in PPM we are having one more object which is going to use to manage your programs. Okay, and within it you can have multiple projects which will become your project system project.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
One more doubt.
Yeah.
Can we say that PPM is actually the intermediate stage from going when we are moving from portfolio to project, whereas project PS is after the project is approved. Is it correct to say so?
Correct, correct. Proposals we are managing in PPM, and
Yeah.
project execution we are managing in project system.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so I think this I'm having more slides here. I'll go specifically for a particular scenarios like customer project, investment project, cost project, and later stage. In coming sessions, I'll directly show you here the system, SAP system, so you will visualize exactly how we can execute the transactions in SAP. Okay, let me connect with system. Just a 2 minutes it will take. Just a second, please. Mm. So here SAP you can access through different ways. Okay, different ways. These are the 3 different ways to execute SAP. First is the SAP through SAP GUI, another is through SAP NetWeaver, and then third is the Fury apps. Okay, so first I'll show you here. First is SAP GUI, graphical user interface. Okay, I'll show you here in the slide also. The first way to access SAP is through GUI, graphical user interface. Second is a NetWeaver, and third is the Fury apps. So let us understand here in system what is the SAP GUI, graphical user interface. So let's say you are having your own computer, and if you want to access SAP through GUI, in that case you need to install this SAP logon pad. Okay, that is the one software, and you just double click on it. It will show you the release of this logon pad, that is a 7.7 or 770, and here you need to add the server details. Okay, so when we will give you this server, it will be already added. Okay, you can see the properties. These are some server details available here. Okay, and once you double click here, a new screen will open. You need to enter the user ID. So here my user ID is S131, and then I'll enter the password. So password always it will be like this only, how it is coming. It will not show completely blank. So this is a SAP GUI screen, graphical user interface. Here you will see user menu and SAP menu. Okay, user menu and SAP menu. If you click on SAP menu, in that case you will see some folders here. Okay, so wherever you go in the world, if you are using same version of SAP menu, you will see everything same. Okay, everything same. But if you click on user menu, it will be as per the assignment of roles to this user ID by which I am executing this. Okay, so this is based on the roles. So let's say if I'm manager, I will have different role. If I'm a engineer, I will have different role. If I'm an accountant, I will have different role. So as per your role, you can execute the transaction. Okay, for example, if you are a project manager, you can approve the project. If you are an engineer, you can confirm the task. Okay, if you are a finance controller, you can manage your balance sheet. So these are the different transactions. As per the role, it has to be managed. So if you click here on SAP menu, you will see here accounting. Okay, within accounting, you will see the module project system. And within it, you will see different folders. And once you are coming in the basic data, or if you are coming in the projects, you will see transaction CJ20N project builder. So if you double click here, this is the transaction to manage your projects. Okay, the same transaction you can access by entering this transaction code CJ20N here. CJ20N. Press enter. So you need to remember the transaction codes here, or you can find the transaction code here as I have explained here in hierarchy. Okay, so here you can find out the different transaction code. You just double click on it, it will take you to the same transaction code. This is the SAP GUI. Another is a NetWeaver business client. So here NetWeaver business client, to access it, go to NWBC transaction. You can access it through link also. Okay, so here you can execute the transaction by clicking on particular link. So you can see project is here, you click here, You will see the project. You can open the project here. Okay, so here no need to remember any transaction code. Directly you can click on the link. It will open here in the area. Okay, so this is another way. Third way is the app, like how we are having WhatsApp or different banks app. So similarly, you can have app also. So when you want to create any project, you just need to click on that particular app. It will open the same transaction which you were accessing there in the CJ20N or in GUI. So to access the app, to access the Fury app, there is a link. Directly you can open from this link, or the same link you can enter here directly in your Explorer. Okay, so I'm just, so this is the latest one, because of which S4HANA is very popular. Okay, no need to remember anything. Here you can see portfolio item. If you want to manage your portfolio item, you click here. If you want to manage buckets here, if you want to manage your projects, so there are different apps available here. Okay, you just need to click on that and you can execute the transaction. So it's very easy. It's lightweighted. You can manage it in your phone also. Okay, so that's why it's, I will show you one transaction here. Okay, yeah, let's say if I see, let's say if I see the checklist item. Okay, I would like to show you here project builder basically, because the same transaction is relevant here. Just let me check here. Project control, it was here, project control management, project builder. So this is the same transaction which I was opening from CJ20N. See, this is the same. So it is easy. You will get all the apps as per provided roles to your user ID, and then further you can click on that app and you can execute the transactions. Okay. So thank you. Any question, please?
Rama, Tanmay this side.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we will be getting access to this SAP. You'll be providing us
Yes.
the user ID password.
Yes, you will get same system. You will get SAP S4HANA.
All right. Okay. Thanks.
Any other question, please? Okay. So I'm closing it for day. I will send the link of app. You can download this app, and then I'll share today's recorded sessions through app. If you are having any issue, any question, please let me know. You can directly send a mail to training@mybandhu.com. Okay, or you can send me direct message if you are having my WhatsApp number. Thank you. I'm closing
So,
for the day.
sir, it is Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Am I right?
Yeah, this is Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, same time, 8:30 p.m. IST. It will be a
Okay.
1.5 hours of sessions.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Rama.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.